Newsletter, Winter 2023. Spotlight on Trustee Linda. Meet Sam, Andrew and Kevin. Open Day. Dress for Less, plus much more. Front cover shows our new puppet characters for the education programme.
Welcome to our newsletter, the first for 2023. As usual, it's full of dates for your diary, information, activities and exciting news. All our activities are restarting. I'm sure you will find one that tempts you. How about the offer of a trip out on a tandem or horse riding? Our One Wish campaign is still available, and can we fulfil one of yours? I am delighted to welcome two new trustees to the board. Linda Wright and Tony Spalding both bring a wealth of experience and skills that will help us in our decision making. We are very grateful to them for volunteering their time and expertise. And the staff updates are always interesting. It's amazing how much support, help and information we provide. The new puppets for our school education programme are very, very appealing. If you have a chance, have a look at them. If you require any extra help, our White Sense team offer one-to-one support, including free loan equipment, and our Sight for White team are always happy to help. Hopefully, as the weather improves, we will start thinking about the new season clothes. Debbie and her staff are there to welcome you at Dress for Less. There's always a selection of lovely clothes at bargain prices. My thanks go to our dedicated staff, our wonderful volunteers and the trustees for their ongoing generosity of time and support. Thank you.
This is Lisa, reading the CEO update for the Winter Sight for White newsletter. A very happy new year to everyone. 2023 is here, and I am sure we are all looking forward to some normality once again. I have taken a 2-week break over Christmas to look back and reflect on the pandemic, looking for the positives that have come out of it, and I'm very pleased to say I have found a few. Firstly, working with other organisations. Relationships with other charities have changed as national organisations have moved to working locally. For example, we are now running the RNIB Living Well with Sight Loss course, which makes it more local as we are running it, relevant and a great chance for people to meet on the island living with sight loss. We have had meetings with a wide range of people because online meetings mean that more can attend. We've established links with a variety of people which, for example, aided us in applying for the National Lottery Awards for All grant, which financed our new drop-in IT accessible suite. Working remotely. I, for example, am now able to work from home with the same access to Sight for White files as if I was sitting in my desk at the office. I can just pick up my desk phone and take it home and it works just as if I was in the office. Volunteering from home. This has become more popular. For example, our Talking News readers can use their smartphones to record the weekly Talking News and just email the file in. And finally, courtesy to others. People are much more conscious towards other people's health conditions. And when, for example, they have a minor flu, they realise it can be much more harmful and serious to people with underlying health conditions. There are, of course, many things that were not positive outcomes from the world pandemic, but looking for the positives, I find, helps us all cope. Thank you, Lisa.
Members' activities. Weekly. Monday, ICT accessibility drop-in sessions at Millbrook House between 9:30am and 12:30pm. This is an ideal opportunity to learn about accessibility features on your computer, laptop, tablet or phone. Sam is on hand to help with all your questions.
Please note, this is an accessibility drop-in clinic and we will help as much as we can. But if you are looking for lessons on how to use a computer, then please contact us for Age UK course dates.
Monday, swimming at Medina Leisure Centre, Newport, term time only, between 1:15 and 2:15 p.m. The cost is £5 and £2.50 for transport.
Tuesday, yoga at Millbrook House between 2 and 3 p.m. Come along and try gentle yoga. Just £3, which includes refreshments.
Wednesday, coffee and chat at Millbrook House between 10 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. All are very welcome to join us for coffee and cake. The cost is £1 and the group is open to everyone.
Thursday, mix and mingle at Millbrook House between 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. Planned activities include crafts, quizzes and entertainment.
Monthly groups. The second Tuesday of the month. Our Place Community Cafe at West White Sports Centre. Mower Place Freshwater. Our volunteer Jane will be there. We are looking to join the Ventnor Our Place once it is up and running too.
Variable Tuesday of the month. Lunch Club is open to all and held at various locations across the island. We provide transport where possible. These lunches are proving popular.
First Thursday of the month. Audio book group held at Lord Louis Library, Newport, between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. This group is free to attend.
Last Friday of the month, Striders is for members who enjoy walking. There are two groups, firstly 3 to 4 miles, secondly around 6 miles. The cost is £3 plus £2.50 for transport.
Last Sunday of the month, golf at Westridge Golf Centre, Ryde. Members enjoy 45 minutes on the driving range with an instructor, available to help the complete novice to those playing regularly.
One-off activities. Tandem bike. We have been given the opportunity for our members to have a go at tandem bike riding. The session filled up very quickly last time, so if you are interested, please call the office.
Horse riding. We have now been in contact with the new riding stables who are delighted to offer us horse riding sessions. We are planning to run a session in March, when the weather is a little warmer, and then monthly. The stables are offering an hour's ride for £23. We apologise for interested members who contacted us before Christmas, but we promise this will go ahead. The stables do have a weight limit due to the horses' welfare, and more details will be given when you call the office.
New activities. A new monthly group will start at Millbrook House on the fourth Wednesday of each month between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. The group will be inviting guest speakers to give interesting talks on various subjects throughout the year. There will be refreshments available, but no transport offered. The first meeting will be on the 22nd of March.
Activities do get booked up, so please do not hesitate to call the office to book your place. Where possible, we provide transport, but it is not always possible. Equally, if you have any suggestions for an activity, please come forward and let us know, and we will endeavour to accommodate where we can. Or, if you wish to volunteer to help others again, do not hesitate to contact me on 522205. Back for 2023 Members Forum. The Members Forum is a group of members who come along for an open discussion with ideas on how we can shape our full range of services and activities to help everyone as an individual. It is your chance to tell us what we do well, what we don't do well, what else we can offer, and what we can lobby for to meet your needs and wishes around the island. The dates for 2023 are 21st of February, 23rd of May, 5th of September, 5th of December. The meetings will be held at Millbrook House starting at 10 a.m. Please do come along. These forums only work if our members come and tell us how we can help make improvements.
This is Paula reading an article about the up and coming Open Day. The open day is due to take place on Saturday the 11th of March 2023 from 10:30 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. This is at Wenders Hall, the 1st Newport Scout Group, Woodbine Close, Newport, PO 301AF. Sight for White offers support through your entire low vision journey, from diagnosis to reaching a level of independence that you as an individual wish to. White Sense offers free home-based assessments to identify your own needs, offer equipment on free loan, mobility training and training in daily living skills for anyone living with sight loss. RSVP on 522205. Some of the organisations attending this open day include Vision Aid, Vision Professional Services Limited, Dolphin, Macula Society, Optelec, RNIB, Bellman and Symphon, Vision Aid, Guide Dogs, Isle Access, RNID, and People Matter.
Traveller HD. Would you like to read in multiple locations? Are you looking for a more natural and fluent reading experience? The Traveller HD allows you to comfortably read printed text wherever you are, at home, in the office, at school, or any other place. We've got it sale price for £1,345. The recommended retail price is £1,495. It magnifies up to 30 times. Improve your reading fluency with the Traveller HD. Its unique slide and read mechanism provides you with a more natural reading experience, especially for those people that find it difficult to keep their hands steady. It conveniently folds for easy movement, and simply slide the screen across a line of text and view the content on screen. It has never been easier to follow the line or sentence. It has superior image quality in high definition, enjoys stepless and variable zoom with adjustable magnification starting at 2.4 times. The Traveller HD allows you to view text and smaller details of photos on the high brightness 13.3-inch widescreen. You can phone the free phone 0800 145 6115 for a free home demonstration or for more information.
My name is Kevin, and I have been the Sight for White Charity Operations Manager and White Sense Service Manager since October 2022. I joined having managed 6 CQC regulated care services and previously worked within several social work teams at the Isle of Wight Council for over 6 years. The challenge of managing 2 operations whilst ensuring that the 2 collaborate is one that I find both exciting and fulfilling. I have already started work on developing both profiles on social media and developing what, I hope, will be a long-standing relationship with the Isle of Wight College. Work has also begun to explore alternative partnerships, which I hope will identify previously unexplored fundraising opportunities. With my knowledge and background, I am confident in my ability to provide a platform for our members and service users and build strong connections with local organisations and services. My aim is to provide them with access to the best activities, care, support and advice that the island has to offer. To achieve that, my priority has been to fully understand how both organisations contribute to the island community. Understanding the qualities within the staff team demonstrates how those contributions are possible. I'm keen to maintain a nurturing culture among staff, with transparency, professional curiosity and collaboration encouraged. I hope this approach will make Millbrook House a great place to work, enabling Sight for White and White Sense to deliver great standards of support and services to those who need it.
Short break. 3rd to the 5th of April 2023. Warners, Norton Grange, Yarmouth. We are once again planning another short break to Warners. The cost is £125 per person, which includes 2 nights accommodation, breakfast and evening meals. Members who have been on the trip with us before will all say what a wonderful time they had and enjoyed a variety of activities, including quizzes, dance classes, swimming, games, archery, shooting, but you can do as little or as much as you choose. All activities are free of charge, plus we have free nightly entertainment included in the price. Spaces are limited, so if you are interested, please call the office and put your name on the list. Places will be drawn from a ballot if numbers are oversubscribed. Names must be received by the 24th of February 2023.
This is Paula reading an article about scam email and a campaign called Scamnesty. Scam mailings are letters sent by criminals with the goal of getting your money. The criminals often lie or pretend to be somebody they're not. These are some of the common types of scam mail: lottery or prize draw scams, psychic or clairvoyant scams, health cure scams, investment scams. Criminals work hard to make their scam mail convincing. The letters often include the below features. They give you deadlines to respond, usually only a few days. They ask you to pay in cash only. They use your name throughout to make it feel personal. Get involved in the Scamnesty campaign and send your scam mail free of charge to the National Trading Standards Scams team to be investigated. The address is Free Post NTSST Mail Marshals. The team will reply to those who send in their post using the Free Post address. You can find out more about the Scamnesty campaign and view the team's privacy policy on the website www.friendsagainstScams.org.uk/Scamnesty.
Elaine Bricknell, Befriending. Wishing everyone a very happy and healthy new year. Here are 5 things you can do today. All islanders can be supported with the cost of living. The Isle of Wight Council has lots of support and help on its website, isleofwight.gov.uk/cost of living. Warm spaces are free and available across the island. Use an independent, free and anonymous benefits calculator to check you're getting everything you're entitled to. There's a list on this government's website. Get free energy saving advice from the Isle of Wight experts, the Footprint Trust charity. Join an Isle of Wight community pantry. They are open to everyone. For £5 a week, members can receive over £15 worth of fresh, frozen, tinned and dry food. Read more about them on the cost of living web pages. Get advice from the experts. Citizens Advice Isle of Wight provide free, independent and confidential advice. Contact them on 0800 144 8848 or visit their website www.citizensadviceiw.org.uk. Look after your mental health. It's okay not to be okay. Call NHS 111 or go to the Isle of Wight Community Mental Health Support Hub, www.isleofwightmentalhealth.co.uk. If you would like a befriending call or know somebody that would like a friendly phone call, please get in touch with me on 01983 522205. Thank you, Elaine.
Karen Chessel. Now that the decorations are down and Easter eggs are in the shops, Sight for Wight is open for business. In my role as deafblind support officer, I attend 3 regular meetings at various intervals throughout the year. I am on the Patient Council at St Mary's Hospital. I am also a member of the Local Authority with Deafblind Interest Group, which has members from across the UK. Prior to COVID, these meetings were held at SENS headquarters in London. However, going online has proved to be much more popular, and the group has really grown. We meet every quarter. The other group I attend is an international group, Acquired Deafblindness Network. This is also online and attended by professionals from all over the world, and we have a speaker at each meeting. These meetings are every other month. Happy New Year to you all, Karen.
Sight for White 100 Club. Winners this time are PJ, John and Mike and Pat. Congratulations. A very big welcome to Jane, Andrew and Philippa. If you would like to join the Sight for White 100 Club, you get a number for just £2 a month, with 40% paid as prizes and 60% supporting us. Plus, you are helping to support our charity.
New equipment room. We are delighted to announce our new equipment room. Previously an unused small kitchen, the room was transformed by Les from I'll Fix It into our new equipment and demonstration room. Karen has already shown over 50 service members' equipment, with everything now on hand in there.
Drop-in accessible IT clinic. This has made room for our new IT suite, financed by a grant from the Lottery Awards for All. The suite is open for pre-booking at all times, but with a drop-in every Monday morning from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Sam, our new accessibility officer, has been VI since birth and is an expert in setting up IT with built-in accessible features. So if you would like to get some help in doing the same, Sam is ready and very willing to help.
Hi, I'm Andy. I joined Sight for White last November as the new service administrator for White Sense, the Isle of Wight sensory service. Before joining Sight for White, I worked in a variety of roles: support worker for adults with learning disabilities or autism, teaching ICT or functional skills in adult education, or as a support broker, helping people to find support packages. Working at Sight for White is a new experience for me, but the team has made me feel very welcome and are always ready to answer my many questions. I'm enjoying the variety that my new role promises. I have been developing a new computer system for the team, but I will also be ordering equipment for our loan service, making social media posts, and talking to White Sense service users, discussing any feedback or suggestions they may have. I was born on the island and grew up in Ryde. After living and working on the mainland for some years, I moved back to the island because I missed it very much. I now live in Ventnor and enjoy the wild sea, the famous microclimate, and entertainments like the Ventnor Fringe. When I can, I enjoy cycling, gardening, cinema, or cooking for friends. I like reading. Conan Doyle, Agatha Christie, or Graham Greene are current favourites. I enjoy a good pub quiz and ran a fundraising Christmas quiz in December. I hope to do some more quizzes in 2023. Thank you very much. Andy Milford Wood.
This is Paula, and in this edition of the newsletter, I thought I would talk about a condition called auditory processing disorder, or APD for short. APD is a condition that makes it difficult to understand sounds, including speech. APD is not a hearing condition, and people who have been diagnosed usually have normal hearing when tested by an audiologist. Causes are usually unknown, but is more frequently found in people who have attention, language, and learning difficulties, such as ADHD or dyslexia. Symptoms of auditory processing disorder often start in childhood. However, people can also develop it in later life. and the signs mimic those of hearing loss. Symptoms include having difficulty in understanding what's being said to them in noisy environments such as pubs, restaurants or supermarkets, having problems with understanding people who have broad accents or are fast speakers, have difficulty differentiating between similar sounding words or interpreting spoken instructions. There are tests that can be done to confirm auditory processing disorder. For example, ask the person being tested to listen to speech with background noise, spot small changes in sounds, fill in missing parts of words. There are other tests that can be done if an audiologist suspects a person has auditory processing disorder, which might require input from other professionals such as a neurologist or speech and language specialist to confirm the diagnosis. People live with auditory processing disorder. There is no cure and are likely to have similar problems with communication and conversation as someone with hearing loss. To communicate with people living with the condition, and indeed those living with hearing loss, here are some simple tips. Facing the person when talking to them and not turning away. Repeat or rephrase sentences that have not been understood if necessary. Talk in simple language and not use long sentences. Don't speak too fast or too slowly. If possible, move to a quiet area if there's background noise. And that's my article by Paula. Thank you.
How you can and how you have helped. We would like to say a massive thank you to everyone who brought our annual draw tickets. We raised an incredible £1,085. Thank you must go to everyone who donated prizes. We were very lucky to be able to have 32 prizes in total, which all looked amazing. The local fundraising committee includes staff and volunteers who meet to discuss ideas and plan events. If you would be interested in joining the committee, please come along to the next meeting on the 14th of February at Millbrook House starting at 10 a.m. All are very welcome. Events planned for this year already are supermarket bucket collections, coffee mornings, stalls at local shows, quizzes. More details to follow on all events. We once again will be selling our wonderful Easter chicks, and this year Easter bunnies, which include an Easter egg, and daffodils on offer to buy. They will be available from the beginning of March, so please let us know if you would like one or pop into Millbrook and pick up one for Easter. Only £2 each.
Tips for members. At the traffic lights, there is a cone that spins when the green man is showing. This lets people know that it is safe to cross the road. The cone is underneath the console to the right. Catherine from Gurnard. If you are worried about cracking your screen on your mobile phone, put 4 clear bump-ons in the corners so that if you put your phone down or drop it on the screen, the bump-ons protect the screen. Peter from Ryde. When I'm cooking and find it hard to read the small cooking instructions, I take a picture of them on my phone so I can zoom in. Sam from Sandown. When I go to open my front door, I line up the key to the tip of my finger, so when my finger touches the keyhole, I can push the key with my fingers to get the key into the lock. Steve from Sandown. If you have any tips to include in our newsletter, please let us know.
Hello, I'm Linda, one of the newest trustees joining Sight for Wight just before Christmas. I have lived on the island with my husband for 33 years, having moved here from West Yorkshire. Before retiring in 2012, I worked for the NHS for 22 years, initially as an auditor, working on all aspects of healthcare, then as General Manager of Family Health Services, and finally as Head of Counter-Fraud and Compliance for Hampshire and the Isle of Wight. People often say, what fraud can there possibly be in the NHS?
They are surprised when I tell them about low-level frauds such as people claiming they are entitled to free prescriptions when they are not, to the high end of fraud of an NHS Trust chief executive falsely claiming £50,000 in expenses he did not incur. I have volunteered for Crew's bereavement support for the last 7 years in the role of Isle of Wight branch secretary and vice chair. As a small branch of a larger charity, I am involved in all aspects of managing the charity, such as fundraising, recruitment and selection, and monitoring the service, but I am not trained to give bereavement support. I also volunteer for Mountbatten Hospice, working on ad hoc projects, including the annual quality account. I was instrumental in coordinating the first report in 2013 and have been the project coordinator ever since. Other voluntary roles include making cakes twice a month for the Elephant Club and their circle dancing meetings. The club is specifically for people suffering memory loss or dementia and their families. I also audit accounts for several local clubs, and I am the treasurer of Cowes Art Group. For relaxation, I sing in a local choir and play the ukulele, badly. I enjoy walking, especially in Switzerland, but locally too. Cooking, and I usually have a good book or two on the go. I have been in a small book club for over 10 years, and it is such a great way to read books you might not have considered. Apart from being a very sociable evening with lots of laughs and the odd glass of wine or two, it is also good to hear others' views on a book. I have 2 dwarf lop-eared rabbits named Chelsea Bun and Brooklyn, who are my babies. They are 5 years old and real characters. They live in a summer house where they have the run of it, and several times a day they have access to a patio, lawn, the greenhouse and lots of tunnels. They have 5-star accommodation, and if you're wondering who is in charge, it's not me. When I was interviewed for a publication a few years ago, I had to describe myself in 3 words. Without hesitation, I said social, petite, happy. The pandemic cast rather a shadow on that self-assessment, but gradually the old me is returning. My motivation for volunteering is to be able to make a difference. So far, I know very little about the people, systems and procedures at Sight for Wight, but I'm looking forward to learning more about the service we provide, meeting the people involved and volunteering for other jobs in addition to my trustee responsibilities.
Education update. We at Sight for Wight have an education programme which is being delivered to primary schools across the island. Over half of the schools have taken part, already accounting for over 60 sessions, but we will keep going until it's 100%. The programme consists of teaching children about the eye, how to keep it healthy, and about different eye conditions. It also gives them a small experience of what it is like to live with those conditions through games. This programme is very interactive. It is all about learning by doing. Along with the programme are 4 characters which come along with us. They are 4 animals, which are an owl, Swoop, a mole, Digger, a sea eagle, Salty, and a bat, Bounce. The children love the interaction with the cuddly toys and enjoy learning with them. I have a lovely team of volunteers who come with me to the schools as well to help deliver the sight loss related games. If this is something you'd be interested in volunteering for, please feel free to call me on 01983 522205 or email me on youngperson@iwsb.org.uk. If you know of any schools who you think would be interested, please let them know. The programme teaches children how they can reduce their own chance of many age-related conditions, so please help us spread the word. Throughout the time the primary schools have been a part of the programme, there has been some great feedback, which includes, from the adults, an excellent morning of activities, really well planned and delivered. The ladies were brilliant and clearly knew what they were talking about. I learnt as much as the children. The children really enjoyed every activity. It was all pitched to their level and attention spans. It was really lovely to see the children so engaged in what they were learning. Children enjoyed the rotation of activities and were very engaged throughout. All children were able to recall some information the next day, which was nice. From the children, that was the best morning. I've loved learning about different eye problems. I didn't know there were so many things we could do to look after our eyes. We loved the blindfolded game, and it made me think about what it would really be like to be blind. By Jasmine Edwards.
Hergerly Puppets. Hi, my name is Anthony and I am the founder of Hergerly Puppets. I've always loved puppets, especially hand and rod puppets like those from The Muppets and Fraggle Rock. During the first lockdown in 2020, I spent time watching lots of videos from puppeteers and how they make their puppets, especially Adam Krutinger. Watching these videos really made me want to try and make a puppet, so I bought some foam and fluff and had a go. One of my very first puppets was made for a friend of mine who is a primary school teacher. He has wanted a mini him to use in his lessons, and so Mini Mr. Mook was born. During this time, I also took part in some online puppetry courses run by Parker Puppetry, the people behind the UK tour of Avenue Q, which was so much fun. After that, I made quite a few puppets so I could make TikTok and YouTube videos. It was at this point Hergerly Puppets was born. I was encouraged to start creating and selling puppets and have now made puppets which have been sent to various places in the UK, Europe, USA and Canada. I love to look at other creators and find out how they have made their puppets and take inspiration from them, but most of my creations just evolve from how it is created and see where it leads me. I have loved creating these Sight for White puppets and hope they bring a huge amount of joy and learning. Adam Decanol. Sight for White would like to say a huge thank you to Adam, who kindly paid for our 4 education programme characters. Adam is a British author, illustrator, graphic designer and producer. He has worked in television, film, books, short stories and graphic novels for many years. Adam continues to write for comics, television and theatre. Once again, we would like to thank Adam for his kindness and generosity.
Have you heard about Whoosh deliveries? They are available between 7 a.m. and 10 p.m. 7 days a week from your local Tesco. You can order up to 20 items, with a weight limit, and for a £2.99 delivery charge, they will be with you within 30 minutes. I have used them a few times when I have got in late and, unlike people who can drive, I cannot just nip to the shops to sort the kids' dinner.
Volunteer update. Welcome to 2023 and to all our new wonderful volunteers who have recently joined us. We are very fortunate to have such dedicated and supportive people in our roles and are truly thankful. This year I have planned 4 get-together sessions at Millbrook House to give all volunteers the opportunity to meet for a social chat and to feed back any ideas you may have to improve the charity's work. The dates are as follows: the 21st of March, 4th of July, 26th of September and the 28th of November. We have new and exciting activities planned for 2023, along with several fundraising events planned, so I will be emailing out dates to you and requesting help. If you are able to help, it will be very much appreciated. As always, I just want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of our volunteers. Without you, we would not be able to run our charity.
Theatre trip. Shanklin Theatre, Sunday the 9th of April, Easter Sunday. Matinee at 2:30 p.m. The Sound of Music was the final collaboration between Rodgers and Hammerstein and features a trove of cherished songs, including Climb Every Mountain, My Favourite Things, Do Re Mi, 16 going on 17, and the title number, The Sound of Music, won the hearts of audiences worldwide, earning 5 Tony Awards and 5 Oscars. Presented with professional set, costumes and a magnificent live orchestra. This is West End worthy theatre right on your doorstep. Tickets are £18 and we have reserved tickets for this performance. If you would like to go, please call the office and book your space as numbers are limited. Closing date for this is the 17th of February as we need to confirm numbers with Shanklin Theatre and a £5 deposit is required.
Coffee morning at Chillerton Village Hall. Come along to our coffee morning, Saturday the 1st of April, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Everyone is welcome to come along and enjoy a cuppa and a cake, raffle, Easter gifts and information stand.
Bucket collections. We are very pleased to say we have collections planned throughout the year in Asda, Newport. Our first one is on Tuesday the 7th of March, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come along and say hello.
Date for your diary: the King's coronation, the 4th of May 2023. We are planning a street party to celebrate the King's coronation. It will once again be held at Wendis Hall, 1st Newport Scout Hall, St John's Road, Newport, between 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. More details to follow in our next newsletter.
Murder Night. Who done it? We are delighted to confirm that the Murder Mystery Night, postponed 3 times due to lockdown, is now going ahead. The date and times are not yet confirmed as we go to press, but we wanted to let you know the following. Inspired by our patrons, crime writers R.C. Bridgestock, the event will be held at the Isle of Wight College restaurant and tickets are very limited. Of course, anyone who has already purchased a ticket back in 2020 will be offered their place first. The scene is set with a body being found and so many suspects. Can you solve it? Tickets are £18 each and will be offered on a first-come, first-served basis once pre-bought tickets have been taken up. Short story writing competition award ceremony.
Reading on behalf of Karen Fazani, Member Support Officer. Well, here we are, 2023, and just as I'm about to embark on trying to shift a few extra pounds gained over the holiday season, I am going to talk about preparing food. Do you know at Sight for Wight we have a large array of equipment for our members and sensory service users to purchase, and some larger pieces of equipment even to take home and try before you decide to buy. For the kitchen, we have lots of useful gadgets such as easy grip peelers, safe use bottle openers, liquid level indicators, talking microwaves, talking scales, jugs, non-slip mats and plate shields. Some of these can really make life that little bit easier. Our rehabilitation officer for visual impairment, Peter, can also help with daily tasks such as cooking, making hot drinks, weighing and measuring. Now that's enough about food. So on to blue badges. Often when I speak to our members or service users, they think that as they have never driven or no longer drive, they cannot apply for a blue badge. This is not the case. As long as you are in a vehicle, such as a friend or a relative's car, and the journey is being made is relevant to you, then a blue badge can be utilised and can indeed be very helpful to get you nearer to your destination. If you are a severely sight-impaired person, you can automatically be entitled to a blue badge. So, if you would like to pop in and discuss any equipment that may help or need assistance with applying for a blue badge, please give me a call. Karen Fazani.
Cost of living. We are all facing the cost of living crisis, so here are 5 ways we can get some help provided by the Isle of Wight Council. Citizens Advice provide free, independent and confidential advice about housing, relationships, debt, tax credits, welfare benefits, employment and health and community care. Their number is 0800 144 8848 and their email is inquiries@iwcab.org.uk. Number 2, the Footprint Trust can help with energy and water efficiency info, general money saving, benefits and debt. Their number is 01983 8222 82, and their email is info@footprint-trust.co.uk. Number 3, join a community pantry. Community pantries are open to everyone. For £5 a week, members receive over £15 worth of fresh, frozen and tinned and dry food. Number 4, take care of your mental health. It is okay to not be okay. Contact NHS 111. Number 5, energy saving tips. Reduce boiler temperature down to 60 degrees. Turning appliances off at the plug. Reduce heat loss. Add installation and draft excluders. For further help, call People Matter on 01983 685 348.
Hello, this is Debbie from Dress for Less. My newsletter today is the perfect accessory, the scarf. I thought that in this newsletter I would discuss the wonderful scarf. During lockdown, to help pass the time, the volunteers at Dress for Less decided to have regular Zoom meetings. It was decided to try and have a theme to discuss. Rose volunteered to demonstrate the versatility of scarves and how to tie them. We all found it great fun, and I've since worn my scarves in completely different ways. A scarf makes a great investment for your wardrobe and is the most effective way to brighten up what would otherwise be a very plain outfit. My favourite was the pretzel. I like this because once tied it stayed in place all day. It also works well on all types of fabric. Firstly, fold a scarf in half. Second, drape around your neck with looped end on shoulder. Pull one side under and loop through. Pull second side over through loop. Tighten and fluff. The simple loop is one that we all use regularly, but it's still worth a mention. Firstly, fold a scarf in half. Drape around your neck with looped end on shoulder. Pull long end through the loop, tighten and fluff. The back drape works well with a plain coloured shift dress. A bright textured pattern scarf can create an amazing transformation. The back drape. Firstly, drape across front of neck and down back. 2. Fold one end over the other for a loose knot. Position the knot low in the back. 4. Fluff knot and neckline. I like to wear the infinity knot with a polar neck jumper. The infinity knot, firstly, fold a scarf in half and tie ends together to create a large loop. 2. Hang loop over neck with the knot at the back. 3. Twist the scarf up and over your head and fluff. The kimono is a way to cover up your shoulders. This is something that we are regularly asked for with help at Dress for Less. Firstly, fold a scarf in half. Second, tie both ends in small knots. And 3, slip on like a cardigan. The celebrity knot. Firstly, fold a scarf in half. Second, drape around neck, make sure one end is shorter than the other. Take the long end over your shoulder and bring to the front. 4. Tie the corner of the long end to the corner of the short end and fluff. I hope you have fun trying new ways to wear your scarves. We always have a wide range of scarves available at Dress for Less, and we hope you will come in and visit us soon. Thank you, Debbie.
Meet Sam. I'm Sam, 38, and like our members, I am also visually impaired. Being born with my visual impairment, I have learnt to live with it from a very young age. Growing up, I became very interested in broadcasting and audio engineering, and I studied this at college during my teen years. This led to me getting involved with many radio projects around the country and also setting up a DJ school that was funded by the National Lottery for over 3 years. I moved to the island in 2018, and after a long lockdown and working in a supermarket, I finally got my new start working here at Sight for White. My main role is producing the talking news that goes out to our members every week, A huge amount of work goes into creating this weekly programme, and I get a lot of satisfaction with the end result, especially when I'm getting the opportunity to use all my skills I have learnt over the years. Outside of work, I enjoy spending time with my daughter and getting out and about, not just on the island, but also on the mainland, and spending time with my friends and family in London. I suppose the dream for me would be to start my own radio station, either here or somewhere abroad. But in the meantime, I'm very excited about working with individual people using my lived experience.
Accessibility Grant. This is a grant to help you remain independent and safe in your own home. Grants are up to £30,000 and usually start with an occupational therapy needs assessment. Here is a little more detail. You must be eligible. Applicants must have a legal interest in the property to be adapted, i.e. be an owner, tenant or landlord. For grants over £6,000, you must be the owner. And there must be or intend to be a qualifying disabled occupant. And the application is supported by an occupational therapy home assessment or other appropriate medical professional person and their recommendations. You may have to make a contribution. A means test must be carried out for each disabled occupant who will benefit from the adaptations. The test will assess the income and capital of the disabled person and their spouse or partner. Disabled occupants in receipt of a relevant benefit and children under the age of 20 are exempt from the means test and will have a nil contribution. That is, applicants claiming certain income-related benefits, for example, income support, housing benefit, pension credit guaranteed, tax credits where the assessed income was less than £15,050 per annum, income-based ESA and JSA, are passported to enable a nil contribution. What can be done? 1. To make access easier into and within the home. 2. To improve access to kitchen, toilet and bathing facilities and a room usable for sleeping. 3. To improve or provide heating suitable for the specific needs of the disabled person. 4. To carry out work that reduces any risks to the health and safety of the occupants due to the disabled person's behaviour or situation. For example, an enhanced fire alarm system for people with hearing difficulties. 5. To improve accessibility or adapt any heating, lighting or other controls or switches needed to live in the home. For example, by relocating power points or adapting controls for the specific use by the disabled occupant. Non-eligible works. 1. Anything that is not determined to be appropriate, necessary, reasonable and practicable. 2. Work that has already been undertaken or started. 3. Any work that has not been identified as a need or is not on the list of eligible work produced by a housing renewal. 4. Portable equipment is not eligible for a grant. 5. Works that are considered as minor adaptations. If you need any help with an application, please call White Sense on 240 222.
We held our 13th annual short story writing competition awards ceremony at the Riverside Centre, Newport, organised by myself, Chris Kane, with Master of Ceremonies Maurice Kachuk, introducing Chief Executive Lisa Holyhead, Chair of Trustees Sue Bungie, and special guests Isle of Wight High Sheriff Mrs Kay Marriott, JP, and Joya Mingella Giddens. The category winners were Scarlett Madison Wigg with The Dangerous Sea in the under-8s, read by Richard Cadell, Katie Trafford for The Sea Maze in the 8 to 11s, read by comedian Mark Simmons, Rachel Lambert and The Sea in the 12 to 17s, read by Bethany Hare, and Juliet Bell for Cometh the Hour in the 18 plus category, read by Dominic Minghella. Entertainment was provided by Sounds Lively, Ben Stubbs and Steve-O the Magician. We had a full house and everyone enjoyed themselves. A special thank you to our celebrity readers Richard Cadell, Mark Simmons, Bethany Hare and Dominic Minghella for giving their time for free. Approximately £1,000 was raised.
Isle of Wight Council courses. All classes take place at the Learning Centre, Westridge Ride, PO 33 1QS, unless otherwise stated. Free online courses. A wide range of short courses are on offer through the Equal Learning platform. New modules include Keeping Young People Safe Online, Stalking and Harassment Awareness, Suicide Awareness and Prevention, Menopause Awareness, Knife Crime Awareness, and Understanding the Power of the Influencer. For more details, please contact acl@iow.gov.uk. Concessionary rates are offered to learners who are in receipt of specific means-tested benefits. Multiply. Does the thought of needing to do maths at work or at home make you anxious? Are you interested in free, flexible courses to help improve your mathematics? Multiply is a new government-funded programme offering you free and easy access courses and initiatives to help you brush up on your mathematics. Take your next step today and find courses and support to help. For more information on Multiply courses being offered on the island and to see if you qualify, please visit www.iow.gov.uk/multiply. Courses include ICT, Art and Craft, Workshop Morning, Health and Wellbeing. For more information and to book your space, please get in touch by ringing 01983 817 280 or going on their Facebook page, IWCACL, or going on their website, iow.gov.uk/ACL courses.
Hello everybody, it's Terry here, and first thing I should say, of course, is Happy New Year to you all. I'm here once again with my Terry's 20 teasers for this issue of the Sight for Wight newsletter. This time I have 10 seasonal questions, 5 under the section entitled Where Do They Live? And 5 under the heading of Music. So, are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Number 1. January brings the snow. What is the next line of that rhyme? Number 2. What does February bring in the same rhyme? And number 3, also in the same verse, what flower is stirred by the breezes of March? I'll give you a clue. The breezes are chill. So it's something that rhymes with chill. All right, number 4. When is 12th night? What date is 12th night on? Number 5. When is the next leap year? Number 6. Where did turkeys come from originally? Number 7. Are sprouts baby cabbages? Number 8. Name 5 ingredients which go into traditional bread sauce. I have a list of about 10, but don't worry, you won't. Well, you might get them all. I wouldn't have known, but some of you maybe do. Number 9. What sort of weather was it the night Santa asked Rudolph to help him out? And number 10, the last one in my seasonal section, who wrote Auld Lang Syne? Okay, have a breather. That's long enough. Number 11. This is a section, where do they live? In Only Fools and Horses, where did Rodders and Delboy live? Number 12. Where does Rupert Bear live? Number 13. Where did Peter Pan live? Number 14. Dorothy wanted to go home by following the yellow brick road. Where was home? And number 15. What is the name of the village in the BBC's long-running serial, The Archers? Okay? And now the last 5 questions, which have all got some connection with some form of music. Number 16. What was the name of singer and amazing guitarist Joe Brown's backing group? What was the name of Joe Brown's backing group? Number 17. Who did Johnny Cash marry and then sing with for many years? Number 18. Which famous composer went profoundly deaf but still continued to write music? Number 19. Before he teamed up with Oscar Hammerstein, Richard Rodgers wrote music with another lyricist. What was his name? What was the other lyricist's name? And number 20. These boots were made for walking for which woman? All right, there's your 20 questions. Answers shortly. And here are the answers to Terry's 20 teasers for the beginning of January 2023. Number 1. January brings the snow, makes our feet and fingers glow, was the next line. Number 2. What does February bring? The rain. As if we haven't had enough of it already. Number 3. What does the breezes of March stir? It stirs the golden daffodil. I said it rhymed with chill. Golden daffodil. Now, number 4. When is Twelfth Night? Now, it's either the 5th or the 6th of January, depending where you start counting. If you include Christmas Day, it's the 5th. If you don't, it's the 6th. And I think that's the day that most people would go for. But I did hear an argument on the radio the other day saying it could be the 5th. I'd go for the 6th, but either answer will be good enough. Number 5. When's the next leap year? Next year, 2024. Now, number 6. Where did turkeys originally come from? It was meant to be a bit of a trick question. It's not Turkey. It's actually the southern states of the USA and parts of Mexico. And it's believed that Mexico was the first country to start exporting them commercially. So if you got either part of that, you can have a point. Are sprouts baby cabbages? No. They're from the same family, but they grow up a stout stalk. Now, could you name 10 of the ingredients in bread sauce? I'll give you the 10 I've got. Onion, cloves, milk, cream, peppercorns, bay leaves, butter, nutmeg, water. Oh yes, and breadcrumbs. If you got any 3 of those, plus a couple of your own, you can have a point. If you actually got 5 of those, well done. If you got more, ever so well done. Excellent. What sort of a night was it when Santa asked Rudolph to help him out? One foggy Christmas Eve, wasn't it? Foggy. Who wrote Auld Lang Syne, number 10? Robert Burns, or Rabbie Burns, the Scots poet. Now, where did they live? Number 11, Rodders and Delboy lived in Nelson Mandela House, Peckham, but either would be good for a point. And if you got both of them, you still only get 1 point, but well done. Number 12, Rupert Bear lives with his family in Nutwood Village. Number 13, Peter Pan lived in Neverland. There's only one never in his case, Neverland. And Dorothy and the Yellow Brick Road, Dorothy's home was in Kansas. And what was the name of the village in the Archers? Ambridge. Ambridge. Right. Next 5 answers are the music ones. Number 16, Joe Brown's backing group was the Brothers. Bruvvers. But it doesn't matter how you spelt it. The Brothers. And what fine musicians they've turned out to be, particularly Joe Brown, still performing in his case. Number 17, Johnny Cash married, it was actually his second marriage, he married June Carter from the famous Carter family, American folk and hillbilly blues singers. He married June Carter and they sang together. Number 18, who was the composer who went deaf but continued to write music? Ludwig van Beethoven. Number 19, Richard Rodgers, before he wrote with Oscar Hammerstein, wrote music for the lyrics of Lorenz Hart, or just Hart will do for a point. Rodgers and Hart were as well known before the other two as Rodgers and Hammerstein became later. And finally, these shoes were made for walking for which woman? Frank's young daughter, not so young now I guess, Nancy Sinatra. Well, how did you get on? I hope you enjoyed doing it, and we'll all meet up again in the next issue of the Sight for White newsletter. Bye for now. Bye.
For more information, visit our website sightforwhite.org.uk or call 01983 522 05.